still more to go after this. But all of them have been funny. Mine, not so much. But I hope it moves you as much as it moved one of my cast members and has made them speechless. So keep an eye out for her. I was forced to write that in as well. My show is called Her Friend, Her Teacher, Her Savior, Her Father. Have a great show.
Do you have anything else to do at home?
Not really, no.
Do you have any friends to play with?
Parents won't let me have friends.
What kind of parent will let her kids have friends?
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, but I've got to go.
Why won't her kids let her have friends? It's time to turn in your permission slips and money. Let's see here. You all did except for Kimberly. Could you come here, please?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you turn in your permission slip?
I wanted to, Mr. Clark, but my parents wouldn't let me. They said they don't have the money.
It's only $5.
I know, but they said if I asked again, I wouldn't get dinner.
Why would they say that?
I don't know. They say that they give me plenty already, that they give me a roof over my head and food on the table, and that's all I need.
Well, if you go home and get the slip signed, I can pay the money.
No thanks, Mr. Clark. I'm fine.
Kimberly, is everything all right at home?
Yes, Mr. Clark. I love my family.
You do know if anything's wrong, you can tell me, right? was Kimberly. It's a possibility, but that was so many years ago. I know she'd be the same age, but I mean, it's a big town. Surely there could be another girl named Kimberly. I don't know, okay? I just know that something's not right with her at home. She barely speaks to anyone, and she just seems to exile herself from everyone. I think so, but those are some serious accusations. I'd have to have some sufficient proof before I have an investigation. You still at work after what happened? Well, any help would be appreciated. Don't keep seeing when I can try to pry over. Kimberly, how was your weekend?
It was fine.
Did you do anything with your family?
No, not really.
Do you do anything with your family?
No, not usually.
Oh, well, your parents are coming to parent-teacher conferences.
Yes, they will. Say they aren't happy with my grades.
Why? They're some of the best in your class.
I don't know.
Kimberly, is everything all right at home?
Yes, Mr. Clark. Everything's fine.
Do your parents get angry at you often, Kimberly?
I don't know.
Do you like it when they're angry with you?
Who does?
Do they scare you?
I don't know, Mr. Clark.
Kimberly, do they hurt you?
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, but it's time for my conference. My parents are here.
Of course. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. York. Please have a seat so we can get started.
So, how's she doing in school?
Well, Miss Clark, she's actually the very best of her class. You teach her at home?
No, what about the reading she does? That's all she does is home and reading. I guess you say she takes after her mother, right, Jen?
Of course, there's nothing else like money reading this book. In fact, I read to Kimberly every night before bed. Isn't that right, Kimberly?
Yes, Mother. We read every night.
I see. What kind of stories do you read? What's your favorite story, Kimberly?
I don't know. I have so many favorites.
That's okay, Kimberly. Could you step off for a minute? I'd like to speak to your parents.
Yeah, definitely go in the car.
All right. We'll see you Monday, Mr. Clark.
Have a good weekend, Kimberly.
So what do you want to talk about, Mr.
Clark. I was just wondering what she was like at home. She doesn't seem to have any friends.
Why doesn't she have any friends?
She doesn't seem that she wants any friends. She just sort of seems to exile herself and not talk to anybody. It's not healthy.
You have time to make friends?
Well, what's she like at home? Do you see this at home also?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I work all night, and when I am home, she's in a room reading books.
I see. What about you, Mr. York? Do you see this kind of activity home also?
I'm usually on the couch watching games, so she usually stays away from me, so she's usually never a problem.
Why does she stay away from you?
Heck if I know.
You also said she's not usually a problem. Is she a problem sometimes?
Yeah, a little brat acts up sometimes. It's normal for a kid her age.
Well, she seems very obedient to me. I suppose you've taught her that.
I suppose. Why are you asking all these questions about her at home? I thought this was supposed to be a school conference, not a family therapy.
I'm just curious of what she's like at home.
Well, Mr. Clark, it's none of your business. What happens in our household is our problem, not yours.
Then I suppose we're done here.
Oh.
Pleasure to meet both of you.
Yeah.
Well, that was pleasant. So this is what you dug up, huh? Well, let's see here. Kimberly, let's see, Mr. and Mrs. York married in 1984, moved here 20 years ago, adopted a child 14 years ago. What? Mr. and Mrs. York adopted Kimberly Clark right after she was born, giving her her last name, making her Kimberly York. No, that makes everything that much worse. We gotta get her out of the household. I know something's wrong. I think she's being confused at home. Sister Olivia, could you tell me anything from your meeting with her? Come on, I'm going to need more than that. Did she talk to you about her home? You're the counselor. She told me more than that. But you do agree something's wrong with her home. Good. That's at least one more person to have on board. Yeah, I'm going to call the social worker after this. I'm glad to have you on my side, Mr. Olivia. I'll see you later. And thank you so much. Hello, Child Services. This is Mr. Clark from Bloomington Middle School. And I believe one of my students is being abused at home, and I would have a case set up and have it investigated, and have her removed from this household. Her name is Kimberly York.
Okay, Mr. Clark, I'm here to talk about the case you opened up about Kimberly York being abused at home.
Yeah?
Let's start. Why do you think Kimberly is being abused at home?
I'm not the only one who thinks so. I talked to all our other teachers and the counselor, and they all think something's not right with her at home. She barely eats, she doesn't talk to anyone, she just leaves herself alone, never talks to anyone.
Well, all those problems could stem from somewhere else besides child abuse.
Well, let me finish. She also changes the subject whenever you bring up home. She comes to school with random cuts and bruises and makes up stories with them. She also even admitted to not liking it home. I've also had the privilege of meeting her parents. Not the most loving folk.
Well, according to regulations, we do have to give this a fair investigation. I'll go meet with the parents tomorrow to discuss this.
You think talking to them is going to help? This should make things that much worse for Kimberly.
We at least have to give this a fair investigation. We can't just take her away based on your suspicions.
All right. Just be quick about it.
Mr. Clark, what's going on? All these strange people keep coming to my house, asking my parents questions. They're getting angry. They keep asking me questions too.
Don't worry, Kimberly. Everything's going to be all right. A few teachers and I figured out what's happening to you at home. They're going to take you and move you to a much better place. Don't worry. Everything's going to be all right.
Where will I go?
With a family that truly loves and cares for you, you'll move and your life will be that much better, I promise.
Why are they doing this?
Because I want nothing more than to see you happy. Now get home, get some rest, and start packing. Everything's going to be okay.
Fine. You say so, Mr. Clark.
I hope she's all right. You better not lay another hand on her. Why am I doing this? Why do I care?
Yeah! This is your fault. You caused it. Yeah, maybe I can be your father. Maybe I know what it takes. But who are you to tell me how I can raise a kid?
She's not yours to own. Kimberly isn't your daughter, and you know that. She's too good to be stuck with scum like you.
I'm not gonna let you take her away from us.
There's nothing you can do about it now. You screwed up, and now it's time for you to pay the price. She was never meant to be with people as cruel as monstrous as you.
Who are you to tell me how I can raise a kid? I don't see any kids of yours.
Oh, but you do every day without even realizing it.
What do you mean?
Come on, Mr. York. You know that last name, Clark, rings a bell.
I know what you're talking about.
She's so brave. She's light and hard, just like her mother.
Shut up! Just stop talking!
You know deep down in that, right? You stopped believing lies and started believing yourself. So many lies. Keeping her from the truth.
We couldn't talk to her. He's too young. She won't understand.
Come on, Mr. York. You know who the real family is.
No!
You know I'm her real father.
You're not allowed to take her away from us, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay, Mr. Clark. We finished our investigation and decided that Kimberly is indeed being abused at home by her parents' past.
That's great news. When will she be moved?
Later today, she will be removed from the household and put with another family.
Has that other family been decided yet?
Not yet, but we're working on it. Why do you ask?
Because I was wondering if I could be your foster parent.
What makes you believe it's the correct credentials to be a foster parent, Mr. Clark?
Because I am a parent. Kimberly York is my daughter that I put up for adoption after she was born. I've heard her do so much more than I ever could imagine, and it's all my fault. I just wish I could make it up to her, too.
tell her the truth, to apologize for everything I've put her through. Then, and only then, would she accept me, will I ever forgive myself.
So you would like to be the parent?
I've answered wrong to this question before. I'm not about to do it again. Yes, I want to be your parents. I want to be your father again.
Well, I'll see what I can do, but I'm not guaranteed.
All right.
Stay here while I discuss this with the group.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, what did they say? Did you come home with me?
Well, I talked it over with them.
And?
While it took some convincing, they agreed to let you adopt her.
That's wonderful. I'll be here right now.
It's recommended that the officials pick the child when you're home.
Nonsense. They'll be all right. Come on, go get her now.
Sir, no, wait.
Kimberly? Kimberly!
Mr. Clark?
Kimberly, quickly. Pack your bags. Time for you to go.
Yes, sir.
I thought I told you. No one's gonna let anyone take Kimberly away.
It's too late, Mr. Clark. It's time for her to go. She's not going to be here anymore.
You want to try me?
It's too late. The home that I rejected her will now be her sanctuary.
You have one last chance. Turn around and go away.
Nonsense. Kimberly!
Mr. Clark? Daddy, what'd you do?
Mr. Clark, the Batman!